Welcome back to another episode of the Y3K Pod. It's your boy Yaw in the building.
What's up, y'all? K back again. You feel me? Told y'all we be back, and we are.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe,
Share.
Yeah, do all of that. It's been a long week for me. I flew to England on Saturday, watched the Chelsea-Liverpool match. Dude, I was sitting next in the plane on my way there, got me sick, came back, and yeah, but we have to get on with the recording. I'm sick right now, but gotta do it for the people.
The things we do for y'all, man.
Right?
So don't forget us. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Share. If you were listening on Apple Podcasts, give us a rating.
Spotify too.
Give us a rating, share it, all of that. You feel me?
Well, since that's the game I went to, I think we're gonna start off with the Chelsea-Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Y'all called me crazy. Y'all called me crazy when I said Chelsea could finish second.
You're still crazy.
But watching that game live and colored, we are finishing second. It may sound crazy now because it is crazy, but I have this faith and I have this wild intuition that we are going to finish second.
It's called blind faith. That's what you
It is
have.
not blind
it's
faith.
blind faith.
All right. Again, as I said last time, from the game, what I really liked and what I didn't like. Oh, you know what's funny? Oh my God, what's the guy's name? Oh, Chelsea's new signing. Oh my fucking God, I forgot the kid's name. I met his uncle.
The Brazilian kid?
No. Disasi. Oh yeah, I met his uncle on the train, bro.
Oh, okay.
Going to the game. That's how I found out. I found out before the lineups came out he was gonna start. So mind you, see an African uncle, right, on the train. He's so hyped because his nephew's Chelsea.
playing.
He's like,
yeah.
my nephew, Disasi. He's playing for Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I'm so good. I'm going to go watch him. So he was asking me for directions. And mind you, I don't live there. I'm using Apple Maps to find my way.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. And also, he scored our goal.
Yeah, he did score.
Yeah, very tidy. I like what I saw. Reece James is back to doing what Reece James does. Ben Chilwell playing as a left winger or like a left midfielder instead of a left back really helped bring out his game. Because one thing about Chilwell, although he does play a lot of back passes and a lot of Chelsea fans hate him, I liked how he was able to attack and create so many chances. I'm not going to lie to you. The first goal by Salah, he cooked
crazy
Colwill.
pass.
No, it wasn't even. It was the pass. The pass to Diaz was
Crazy
crazy.
pass.
But I think Levi Colwill could have done better on that.
I think after that one, they were trying to get Salah on Colwill a lot more,
Yeah,
which
but see,
it kind of like
I
I
think
can't.
You see, after that, go ahead, finish. Actually,
I was just gonna say I can't really blame him because like you're never really supposed to in today's game unless you're like an outside back or you're playing that outside back position. You're never really gonna be 1v1 with a winger,
So you
especially
see,
not a winger like Salah. Most teams would double team him.
Like when you look it up, it basically said we played a 3-back, but we didn't. We played a 4-2-3-1. Chilwell was like the left winger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Colwill was supposed to be the left back, but I think he wasn't used. He wasn't used to playing that way, so that's why at first he struggled. We struggled for the first 30 minutes. So when I got really worried was when Salah scored that second goal that was deemed offside. I thought we were about to get cooked. I thought I flew all the way to England to watch my team get their ass kicked.
Yeah.
But then after that was when it clicked for us. And we went on an attack and we took it to Liverpool. I think for like a 20-minute stretch, I don't even remember Liverpool ever touching the ball, bro. And every time they would get the ball, we would press them, get the ball back.
One thing I always say that in recent times, your games against Liverpool have always been very chaotic. There's never really like a controlled, like whenever you guys play, even like last season when you guys drew like 2-2, I think, it's always back and forth with you two. There's never any resemblance of like one team grabbing control of the game and then holding control of the game and being able to go for it and win. It's always chaotic.
That's facts. Another player that impressed me is Nicholas Jackson. The way he was able to hold up against the back line of Konate and VVD shows me that he's ready because this is what I said. Virgil van Dijk and Konate are two of the most physical defenders you will ever have on a team that you will play. I don't think any other combination of center backs are as physical as those two are. City center backs don't really do physicality like that.
I wasn't gonna say City. We didn't.
Arsenal center backs don't do that. I don't think they're very physical, and he was able to hold his own. There were times where he outmuscled VVD, and that last second chance that we should have scored, that he on that counter. So basically, he got the ball. This was towards the end of the game, and he drove. VVD and Konate was there. He took both of them on, and then he passed to Mudryk. Mudryk went around the keeper, but it was too much, and he couldn't score. But basically, I think Nicholas Jackson is the real deal, and nobody could tell me otherwise. From what I've seen him do in that game and preseason, I think it's going to be a very good season for Chelsea. As for Liverpool, they're in trouble. Liverpool's in trouble, bro.
Me personally, I think they need a 6. When I saw the lineups,
They need a destroyer.
and I
a
saw
destroyer 6, not just any type of 6. Because if it's a 6, they have Thiago, but they need somebody who's going to cut out mistakes.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a 6-6.
They need somebody. They need a Lavia. They need a Caicedo. But guess what? They don't got it.
That's another story.
They don't got the minerals for that.
That's another story for another day. Because, like, for me, it's like when I saw and I was like, McAllister is capable of playing 6.
But when he played in Brighton, under De Zerbi at least, it was a double pivot of him and Caicedo.
Yeah, I was going to say he shouldn't be your main 6. He's just not that. And even if he is, bro, their team just didn't have the physicality that, like, is necessary sometimes. You feel me? Because I feel like Chelsea's midfield wasn't, like, a crazy good midfield that like couldn't be taken advantage of. I think Chelsea's midfield that midfield of let's say just Enzo Gallagher and like Chukwuemeka, right?
Yeah.
That midfield 3 can be taken advantage of. But Liverpool's setup against y'all didn't have that. Like it didn't seem like they had that in mind. They didn't have that type of like, okay, we're gonna try to take advantage of y'all 3. And then because of their midfield 3, Enzo had like possibly the best Enzo game I think I've ever watched.
In a Chelsea shirt, that was the most dominant Enzo performance. Conor Gallagher also impressed me.
And he also looked, he looked really
Conor
good.
Gallagher looked really good.
He looked really good.
The first 30 minutes,
what's crazy?
he was normal bozo. And then the rest of the game, Conor Gallagher was really class. That block he had on Salah, I will never forget that.
I think Liverpool could use Conor Gallagher. Like that's like the craziest thing. I think Conor Gallagher would do more for Liverpool's team than right now he would do for Chelsea with Lavia and Caicedo coming in.
They need a dog
because their midfield 3 of Zlobosly, McAllister, and Gakpo is just not. That's not a Premier League midfield 3.
No, they need to get a DM. But now the question comes in, what DM can they get? Because all their targets.
I mean, I'll say Tyler Adams.
Yeah, but I think he's going to Bournemouth. Brighton are also in for him. And Liverpool don't really have pull now. Bro, they just lost 2 players to Chelsea who play the same position.
Yeah, but those 2 players, if we're being honest, it's probably more of money than anything. Caicedo,
it's not.
Caicedo, you could say is blue blood and whatnot.
No, it's not.
But like,
no, Lavia is not money. Caicedo, you could say is money. He has 10 siblings.
Yeah, Caicedo, that's what I said. Caicedo is money.
The difference between what we were offering, which Liverpool was offered. You see, the mistake Liverpool made is that Chelsea's been talking to this player for months. They've promised them hella shit. You get what I'm saying? And he's already gave his word to Chelsea that he's going to sign with them. They just have to agree a fee with Brighton. Liverpool were going in for Lavia, and they almost had that wrapped up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Liverpool decided, no, we're going to try. Chelsea's taking too long on this Caicedo thing. We're going to try and steal Chelsea's target. Who the hell do you think you are to try that? Like, let's be honest, bro. In our lifetime, Liverpool is not that club they were before I was born. You don't have that type of pull. I don't want. So they thought.
Me personally, I feel like Liverpool's pull should be stronger than Chelsea's right now.
Relax.
Just in recent time.
How?
In recent time, they've been more dominant.
No, they haven't. In your lifetime, who's been more dominant?
No, I'm not talking about my life. I'm just talking about in recent time. If I was a player,
what have they won?
They've won Champions League. They've won Prem.
We haven't won a Prem.
They've won Prem. I'm pretty sure they've won. They've won Carabao. I think they've won every trophy they could possibly win. They won Club World Cup.
They've won one of those trophies, bro.
But they won the trophies. But again, like. In that time,
in 7 years, what we've done in 20 years is not equated to what they've done in 7 years.
The only team in the Premier League that has won a Prem besides Liverpool is Man City in these recent times.
We have as well. In that time, that Klopp has been there.
Yeah,
We won a Prem.
I'm talking about like in the last 5-6 years. You guys haven't won a Prem in the last 5-6 years.
We were the last team to win. Either the U2 were the last team to win before that dominance happened. Klopp was there when we won.
Yeah, no, but I'm
is
saying
my point. They haven't won anything in that span that Klopp has been there that we haven't won.
And then even that when I look at it, right, I'm thinking, where do I see these two teams going if I'm Lavia, right? Or Caicedo, I think it makes more sense for Caicedo to go probably to Chelsea.
Why?
Because Caicedo, you guys have been talking for a long time, and you've already wrapped that deal up, right? Mm-hmm. But if I'm Lavia and I want playing time, and I'm looking at it, if I go to Liverpool, I know very minimum, even if I don't start, I'm guaranteed like major minutes. At Chelsea, you have Enzo, you have Caicedo, you have Gallagher, you have Chukwuemeka,
Some of them
you
are
have
on loan.
There's even there's other players
Andre
that I'm
Santos. The issue is
there's a lot of players in that midfield, and even then you're only allowed to loan 4 players long term.
No, 7.
It's 7?
Yes.
Okay, you're only allowed to loan 7 players long term.
But think about it this way: put yourself in Romeo Lavia's shoes. Chelsea have been putting in their work with him for a long time. One of our co-sporting directors, Joe Shields, was at Man City. He brought Lavia to City. Went to Southampton, took Lavia to Southampton. You get what I'm saying? So we've been working on this player for a while. And then you, Liverpool, with your small-ass pool, decided, oh, now we're going to make him second choice. We're going to try and get Caicedo. But Chelsea went to him and said, hey, we are going to get Caicedo, but it's not irrespective of you. We're trying to get the both of you. So we gave him the assurance that no, you're not a second choice or a third choice.
But he's a second
Liverpool
choice.
did not do that.
But he's a second choice.
How?
Is he gonna start?
He can start in some games. They're going to be
but I'm talking about if you are putting together your best 11, is Lavia in that best 11?
It doesn't matter. We play how many games a year?
But again, best 11 when everyone's healthy.
How many DMs does City have?
2.
Okay then, how many DMs do we have now?
You have like 3.
2. Enzo's not a DM.
Okay, but our DM, Rodri's the first choice DM.
Okay, why does Calvin Phillips not play?
Because he's a second choice DM, and he's not as good as Rodri.
That is not why he doesn't play. He doesn't play because of the consequences of his actions. Yes or no? He came in fat and unprepared. Yes or no? Last year.
Yeah, but he still got a chance to play last year.
And when he played, what happened?
He didn't look good.
Exactly. Why did Rodri play so many minutes? Who played the most minutes for you guys last year?
Rodri.
Okay, then. Don't you... And Rodri himself even came out this week and said he doesn't want to do that.
Again.
So, again, the issue is that for us, we don't have an issue. We could play both of them. We could even play a 4-2-3-1 where Enzo plays as a 10 right now because we don't have a 10.
Bro.
So, again, what are you trying to tell me?
Your best 11 is Lavia in that best 11.
No.
So he's not first choice.
Okay, but is he not part of the first team? Is he not going to get opportunities to play?
Okay. Cole Palmer is a part of Man City's first team.
Okay, but
he's nowhere near.
The integral part of Cole Palmer to your team, is it what Lavia would be to Chelsea? Is nowhere close.
I don't think
Cole Palmer is not the first name off the bench, is he?
No. Would Lavia be your first name off the bench if everyone's healthy?
For the midfield, yes. Who else would he start ahead of Lavia? Who else would be coming off the bench?
I don't know.
Andre Santos, he's not better than Lavia right now.
I don't know.
Who?
Well, I guess will Conor Gallagher start in this best 11?
No.
So then who would start in your Chelsea best 11?
In the midfield, Caicedo, Enzo.
So Lavia would be coming on ahead of Gallagher.
Hell, is Gallagher better than... Gallagher's probably not even going to be there.
So what you're telling me is if you didn't get Caicedo and you got Lavia would start for you guys over Gallagher? I don't know.
Who's the better DM?
I'm not a Chelsea fan, so I don't know.
The better DM?
I can't speak on it. I'm not going to sit here and act and lie to you and tell you that I've watched every Romeo Lavia game and I know how good he is. I have no clue how good he is.
Bro.
All I've heard is his potential, and I know
go ask
of his
KGB
potential.
how good Lavia is. He'll tell you.
Bro, you keep saying like that doesn't do anything to me. I don't know how good he is right now. All I know is that his team got relegated, and so his team, if I was them, would be shipping off anybody that I can for very cheap, which is another reason why I don't understand how you guys pay like 65 M's for him. But I think he's
pay 65. Why are you cooking the stats? We paid 53.
Okay.
I can just show you right now. We paid 53 for him. So why are you cooking the stats?
All right. Oh, 53, whatever. It's 70. It's what's it called? $73 million.
We're not talking dollars.
So I know
Why are you
I'm not
talking dollars.
I'm in America. Why would I talk anything besides dollars?
Okay, one has transfer fees. Now you're being a dick.
Bro,
because
no.
One has transfer fees ever been.
Me for you put it. Me, I've always said dollars. Whenever
Okay,
that's
so you
that's
bought,
why.
Hold on a second. You bought Jack Grealish for $120 million.
Yeah.
But that's not how we always said it. We call him a 100M player.
Yeah, you guys say 100 M's and I'm cool with it. But when I talk, I always say whatever I see in dollars.
Well, buddy. He was
Sure,
bought
whatever.
for 53
Bro, whatever.
plus-
You paid
plus
53.
4 in add-ons.
It literally says 5 right here.
Okay,
It
5.
literally says 5.
Okay, I said 4 and it's
Yeah,
5. I said
but
4 anyway.
but still, I can't tell you how good he is. The only time
and I can.
the only
because
time I've watched him
enough.
play was against City, and he played fairly well. But again, we won that game, so I didn't really like.
Yeah, but he played in the Southampton side. Imagine when he plays in the team. Again,
Bro.
a lot of Lavia stats, when you put it in a team that will have a majority of the ball, it's going to help. That's why I'm saying.
Again, but I keep saying
For him, probably Liverpool would have been.
Liverpool would have been a better
Okay,
choice.
but that is not my fault. You should blame Liverpool for the fact that they made him second choice.
But
and
again,
Chelsea didn't.
but again, Chelsea lied because he
How?
is their second choice.
No, he's not. Again, maybe I'm not explaining it for you to understand. Liverpool were only going to get one.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to get both.
Listen.
You understand the difference?
Listen. It doesn't matter however you phrase it, because when you look on the paper, when you look at the sheet,
It doesn't matter what the sheet is because
Because
I think he could beat out Caicedo if need be. Again, do you believe your potential or not?
but he won't.
Why won't he?
Caicedo is better than him.
Okay, but he's 19.
And you paid like what, 140 for Caicedo.
Now
My
you're
fault.
cooking us stats.
I'm putting in dollars again. You paid like what, 120, 110,
110.
whatever for Caicedo, and you're not gonna play him.
Again, there is 90 games in a season.
You're not even playing 90 games.
This season we're playing like 60, 70.
That's if you make it to every single final.
We're okay. 38 Prem games. Say we play Carabao and FA Cup. Say 10 games in total, right? That's what 48 games. Let's say 50 games to round it out. 50 games. You think Caicedo's gonna play every game?
Rodri played every one of Man City's games last season. You think that's not possible?
Hold on. Then the player himself said that was the worst thing to happen to him. He said it,
Bro.
Literally, look it up.
Bro.
Rodri literally said he doesn't want to do that again.
Okay,
So you think
fine.
Caicedo wants to play all 50 games?
Fine.
And we're not
fine,
going to take him off at the 60th minute to bring in Lavia.
Fine.
Again, why is it that Man City's allowed to have 20 defenders, but when Chelsea does it, it's an issue?
What are you talking about? When did I bring? When are we bringing
You're
defenders?
complaining about it. You're telling me Rodri played all those minutes. Rodri played all those minutes because he didn't have a choice. You didn't have another.
Again. When we brought in Calvin Phillips, that was to decrease the amount of minutes and the amount of games that Rodri played. We brought him in, and the first season he was dreadful. So we were like, dang, you can't really play right now. So Rodri, we're gonna lean on you a little bit more. Who's to say you don't bring in Lavia? You bring in Lavia and Caicedo, and Lavia looks poor.
How?
And now Caicedo has to play every single game.
That is not going to happen because unlike your Calvin Phillips, Lavia is a professional. He does the right things. Calvin Phillips clearly didn't do the right things and wasn't in the right frame to play.
Bro, again, even then, because he still got chances to play. After they came back.
I just told you, we could play a double pivot of Caicedo and Lavia.
Nah,
Can we not?
y'all want no offense then. Y'all just want straight defense.
Okay.
A double pivot.
No,
So a
hold on.
4-2-3-1.
Relax.
That's another thing too. Against what you talking about the lower teams is what you're gonna be playing that four back, right?
Why would we play 2 DMs against a lower team?
So what team are you talking about?
If we play Man City,
So you're playing a 4-2-3-1 against Man City.
That's what we play. That's our formation, though. I told you this formation is wrong. The coach even came out and said he played a 4-back. We just had over the conversation. Levi Cole was a left back. He was not playing left back.
So against City, your left winger is gonna be Ben Chilwell.
If that is the case, and we need to do that, you know what happened? Modric was supposed to actually start this game, but when Klopp put out his lineup, and he had 20 attackers and only 2 defenders. That was when we switched and brought in Disasi, and he took off Mudryk. So that's what he did. So one thing I know about Pochettino is that he's going to adjust to whatever the circumstances. But 4-2-3-1 is
and all of a sudden you have a crazy faith in Pochettino. You have crazy faith in Pochettino.
Why shouldn't I have faith in him?
The same man at Tottenham.
Okay, again.
This is the same Poch that was at PSG, and the 1 year he was at PSG is the 1 year PSG didn't win the league. They won the
League Cup the next year though.
But his first season was a 1 season they didn't win League 1.
Okay, how many games did Neymar play? Their so-called superstar. In 6 seasons, he played 176 games.
That's never stopped them. That's never stopped them from winning League 1 before.
Okay, it happened once, and again, it's not the coach's fault. Certain players were not there. Do you blame him for that?
I'm just saying this is the same Poch we're talking about.
Okay, but irrespective of Pooch, Tottenham had Jose Mourinho. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And what did they do?
They fired him before. How many days? Like 2 days before the final.
Before the final.
They never fired Poch before a final though. He got to play in the final.
Relax. I'm trying to tell you something. After Pooch, who did they have? Conte, right? Did Conte not win at Chelsea with a meaty team? Mm-hmm. But he couldn't do anything with. So at the end of the day, you have to realize it's the club. That club stinks. No matter who you put there, you could put God himself there. And Tottenham is not winning trophies.
I'm just saying, I don't believe in Poch. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and he'll prove you wrong.
I didn't believe.
But you believe in Arteta.
When did I say I believe in Arteta?
Believe in Ten Hag.
When did I say I believe in Ten Hag?
Because you're telling me those teams are going to finish above us. That's why I'm asking you that.
I believe in them more than I believe in Poch. If that's what it comes down to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can say so. All right, we'll see.
If that's what it comes down to.
We will see at the end of the day. We're going to move on to the next thing because you clearly have turned into a Chelsea hater, and it's just sad.
If you want to dub me a Chelsea hater, dub me a Chelsea hater.
You are.
But because I always said.
This is the same thing you did last season. You realized Arsenal was getting on your tails, and you turned into an Arsenal hater.
I didn't turn into an Arsenal hater.
Now you realize that Chelsea's the team that is coming for you.
See, what I feel like you guys don't understand is there's no team in the Prem that scares me. Not a single team in the Prem right
when
now.
We blitz y'all, what's going to be the excuse?
Does not scare me.
When we blitz
could lose to y'all, and you would still not scare me.
Okay.
Not a single team in the Prem puts fear in my heart. There is not a single game in the Prem.
Okay, but there's not a single team that puts fear in my heart.
You know what? There is one team that whenever we go play, I'm like, I don't know. This might be a tough game. That team is Newcastle. That's the only team.
You know you've lost to Tottenham like for 4 seasons.
And Tottenham doesn't. We've only lost to them at what's it called? Away.
Yeah.
They don't put fear in my heart. Why would they put fear in my heart?
Why do you still lose to them?
Have you
blitz them?
If you don't watch the games, then you wouldn't know why we lose.
I watch the games.
Whenever we lose to Tottenham, it's our own mistakes. We do stupid things.
Okay. All right. Irrespective of that, I think Chelsea played really well. Top 2 are coming for you. Just watch out. Another game I watched over the weekend. First game of the season. City Burnley. What's your thoughts on that?
I have no thoughts. We did what we were supposed to do. We didn't look as convincing as I wanted us to look. Thought we were a bit sloppy. We gave Burnley way too many chances in the first half. That I think number 30 kid, the American kid, pretty solid kid. He was able to get into some spaces and just start running at our defense and creating for Burnley, which is a bit concerning. But it's the first game of the season, and we always start slow. So,
my thoughts are more on Burnley. I think Burnley are going to be a good team. I think they're going to cause a lot of issues for other clubs not named Man City. I think Pep is just too good for company. But if Burnley catches, like, say,
a Chelsea?
No. Bro, we're structurally set. I'm not worried about Burnley and all them teams. Those are easy points. We'll see.
When you say structurally set, what do you mean by you're structurally set?
We have a structure.
Like tactics-wise?
Uh-huh. We have a coach, and we have
tactics. So what team were you going to say? Because it sounded like you were about to say something with an M.
Man U.
Yeah, it sounded like you want to say a team that started with an M.
No, I don't think. I think it's more. I was talking more mid-table. Like they might challenge the Crystal.
Because it sounded like you were about to say. So I'm like, what?
No,
what
I was thinking. So what I'm basically trying to say about Burnley is that I think they're gonna be.
You think they're gonna be like Sheffield? What was it? United a couple years ago. Remember when they finished like 10th and whatnot?
Better.
They finished like 10th. So you think they're gonna finish above 10th?
Finished 10th when?
Like it was either Sheffield Wednesday or Sheffield United.
It was Sheffield United.
Yeah, they finished I think it was a COVID year or whatnot. They finished top half.
I think they're going to be between. They're not finishing top half, but I think between like 10 to 15, Burnley will be there. I think they have some great players.
That's not really 15 is fighting relegation.
No, it's right above relegation. Obviously, they're not gonna get relegated. That's what I'm saying. I think they're going to shock people.
I don't think a lot of people have Burnley getting relegated.
Obviously, also another thought: Haaland is a monster, bro. In FPL over the weekend, I tried to be cute and not
You didn't
captain him.
That was
No,
stupid.
I captained Rashford.
That was
and
stupid. I
that was
vice captain
stupid.
Rashford. Worst mistake of my life. I'm not doing that again.
Rashford, yeah, the captain band is going back.
I
to
have
Haaland.
no faith in Man United. I think Man United are going to finish below Chelsea. That we could get into that game too. No. I said that. I said that after we watched the game though. I literally said I think Man United are going to finish below Chelsea.
All right, Man United. Who do they play?
Wolves.
Bro,
They got lucky.
I'll say this about Wolves first. With Wolves, they surprised me. Initially, when I did my table predictions, which we're going to probably do the next episode to put it out the next episode, I had Wolves getting relegated. After watching them against United, it's either United is that terrible or Wolves is that good. But Wolves had most of the chances. United got lucky. Wolves should have had a pen at the end of the day when Onana clattered the Wolves player.
He didn't touch the ball, bro.
That was sad. I feel like.
I guess maybe that's why it wasn't a pen, because the ball was already gone when he hit him.
Yeah, but you still hit him, so it should have still been a pen.
But
it goes back to the thing that refs are scared at Old Trafford to give the away team the calls.
But isn't that the whole point of VAR?
VAR was terrible. So what they've done is that the ref team and then the VAR team have been suspended for 1 week, so they won't be calling games this weekend.
Yeah, but that doesn't give those points back to Wolves.
It doesn't.
Which,
and it's kind of sad because that might be the difference between them
get
staying up and getting relegated.
Yeah.
Wolves look tidy. Only thoughts on them is that they can't finish for shit, bro.
Nah, they had way too many chances in which they didn't finish. They hit the post.
Pedro Neto, oh my god. Speaking on Andre Onana, bro. I'm
not gonna lie. Oh, my fault. You could go.
I think he's good, but I think he's gonna cause more problems than solve problems. I feel like for a goalkeeper that likes to play as a midfielder and be coming up so much, he's going to get beat on so many opportunities. And I feel like the goal scoring, like his passing is supposed to be amazing. It's supposed to take our eyes off some of the other mistakes, but I don't think his shot stopping is as elite as people say it is. Yeah.
My thing with Onana is just that he does unnecessary things. And that's coming from a Man City fan who's watched Ederson over the past 5-6 years. He seems like the most extreme. It looks like Ten Hag went from the extreme not sweeper keeper in De Gea to the most extreme sweeper keeper he could find out there in Onana. And I feel like that's gonna cause, like you said, a lot more problems than it is going to cause good. His shot stopping ability to me is good. I would probably say world class, but at the same time, I feel like when you come out as much, then he in preseason, I know he got beat twice because he was off his line, by an insane amount. So it's I feel like what you said is true. It's gonna cause a lot more problems than it is good. But hey, if that's what he wants, that's what he wants.
Another player that I think is going to struggle. Well, I don't really think he's going to struggle, but teams are going to be targeting a lot more is Lisandro Martinez because of his height. I know Ten Hag took him off at halftime because he was getting cooked, and he was also in a yellow, and it looked like he might end up with a red the way he was going. The Arsenal game, that was another game that I found interesting. Arsenal looked good to start. That Saka goal was class, bro.
It was okay.
Cut in, top bins with his left foot.
It was cool.
It was good.
It was cool.
That is so Mahrez-esque, bro.
It was cool, bro.
It was a good goal.
It was alright. It was alright.
They played Thomas Partey at right back. Not sure how much of a fan of that I am.
I think against smaller teams it'll work, but against bigger teams, I feel like if he plays Partey at right back against Chelsea, I would literally start Mudryk and then just play the ball over there every single time. So against small teams, it'll probably work, but against bigger teams, maybe even against Man City, it will probably work because we don't have a lot of pace. But against teams that have pace and are able to utilize that pace, I feel like that's going to be their downfall.
Matt Turner is not a goalkeeper, bro.
How do you feel about your goalkeeper? Because I told you he was bad. The moment you guys signed him, I let you know that he was bad.
I'll say this: I will put videos I took while I was at Stamford Bridge because I got there early enough to watch his warm up because I was right behind the goalkeeper. So I have faith in him. more than Kepa. And you know why? See, initially,
That's why I love football, man.
going back to before De Zerbi got there, he was a really good keeper with his shot stopping. And one thing I love about him that Kepa never did was he's commanding. Not that like he'll shout or anything like that, but he commands his box. He will come out and catch the ball, bro. Kepa was not doing that shit. If there's a corner, right, and Kepa comes, you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna try to go for the ball and miss the ball. Sanchez didn't miss the ball. He grabbed the ball. On that last counter, the one I was telling you about that Mudrick should have scored, he started to counter it. I think it was a corner kick. It came in, he caught it, put the ball at Jackson's feet, and let him run. You get what I'm saying? With his distribution, it looks like he could be better than Kepa. But I would like to give it some time to actually see. I think with you thinking he's bad, I think it more has to do with Brighton's team and how they play.
Bro, I've never heard Brighton keeping a clean sheet while he was a goalkeeper.
Yeah, but see, Brighton's defense, you see the thing that their center backs are not going to
Yeah. Their defense
is better going up
than it is back. But
and at times, they even play Caicedo at right back.
But in his, I don't know how long he was at Brighton.
He's been at Brighton since he was 15. Been there for a minute.
In that whole time, I don't remember Brighton.
But they're not keeping clean sheets now.
Ever keeping a clean sheet.
Bro, they have a 32-year-old in goal who gets beat a lot. They're not keeping clean sheets.
Bro, like
now.
I'm looking at it now. Like
he wasn't their goalkeeper from like March onwards. So the end of the season wasn't him. So don't blame that on him. Blame that on Steele. He was their goalkeeper at that time. But you're not going to find an argument for me about Brighton not keeping clean sheets. They don't. It's because of the style of football they play, bro.
Well, no. But I'm not. But
Man City, bro. Let's be honest. Even Man City don't keep clean sheets like that.
What do you mean, bro?
You don't. I guess like
Ederson was second in clean sheets last season.
But like what I'm trying to say is that in terms of right now, obviously you have like the wall of Jericho as your back line, so you're definitely going to keep clean sheets.
But I'm saying
at times in the past, when you had Sterling and Sane, and you were pace and power.
But I mean that was like,
and you were in the offensive, you left a lot of holes in the back line. One thing that helped is having a speedy right back like
Kyle
Walker, who helped cover a lot of that. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But even remember a couple years ago, we were talking about when you guys played Madrid, and in that first leg, when you guys allowed them to score all those goals, and he came back to bite you in that second leg. Remember?
They only scored like 2 goals, and one of them was a pen.
Like 3. I think it was 5-3. We're not gonna go back to look at it.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. There was holes in the back. Yeah.
But now City's solid in the back. I think it's the same thing with Brighton. They're on the offensive end, so it tends to leave many spaces in behind. But one thing I didn't like about Sanchez is that his 1v1 coming out.
Bro, that Salah goal,
the offside one?
Yeah,
bro.
Because he didn't come out. He was just standing in the goal.
He came out. He has to make his body bigger in order to be able to make that. That's a ball you save. You have to use your body to save that ball.
I don't even know if you save that. That I feel like, at least me, I was like, oh, it's a goal.
No. I can see. Are you talking about the one in the 18?
Yeah, the one that Salah, not the one that Luis Diaz scored. The one that Salah was offside when Colwell stepped up a little bit, but
he should have saved that, because I feel like if he had made his body bigger, that ball would, because the ball was on the ground. It's not like the ball was high, if I remember correctly.
I thought it was.
He could have saved it with his body. Because
either way, Salah smashed. He like smashed. I remember I saw like the net like ripple. Like he smashed the ball.
But again, those are the only little things I'm seeing. He has big hands. Kepa had small ass hands.
Yeah.
So anything is better than Kepa, and I'm grateful for that.
All right. I watched the Newcastle Aston Villa game.
That was also a really great game.
That game, I don't know if I call it. It was entertaining. I'll say like that, but it made me rethink. It made me rethink from a neutral standpoint. First of all, Newcastle, if they continue playing like this, are going to be a problem. But I do also think that the way that they play is a lot. It's chaos in at least in my eyes. Maybe it's because I'm a City fan and I'm a Barca fan. So like when I watch, it's my teams are a lot more controlled in what they do and how they attack and do certain things. But like there was a lot of bombing forward, a lot of players going forward. Tonali scoring on his debut was crazy.
Nice. I love
Diaby, which was a play that I said Man City should get if they're looking for if they want a pace injection. He scored on his debut too. He was the only Villa player to score. But the whole game was interesting, and I think Newcastle are going to be a big problem for a lot of teams
You
this
guys
season.
played them this weekend.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're the only team that literally puts fear in my heart sometimes because I feel like sometimes we underestimate them and we kind of just like do whatever when it comes to them.
See, I didn't really buy the Villa hype. People are saying Villa might be top half. Not top half. They were going to be like top 6 because of all the signings that they've brought in. I think they're going to be good, but I'm not buying that hype. Also, well, Newcastle is Newcastle. They're going to be up there. All the other clubs just have to do their part.
Oh, and Isak look amazing too.
Yeah, Isak, I might have to get him my FPL. He looks like he's cooking a very good meal. Newcastle's one to watch.
I watched the Tottenham Brentford game. That was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I think it was more entertaining because with Tottenham, now they're on the front end. They play with a lot of speed, and Harry Kane being gone will help them in a way because it will allow other players to flourish. That's what I was saying.
Which players, bro?
Son.
People are
Madison,
saying Son is washed.
Richarlison.
Madison did look really good. I think Madison assisted. I know he assisted one goal. I'm not sure if he assisted both goals.
Brighton as well. I watched that game. All I'll say on Brighton is that, like I said, their style of football is fun to watch, but it leaves holes. And it's Luton Town. They're not going to take advantage of it. But, yeah.
Yeah, no, Brighton looked good. My only thing was that Matoma didn't do as much as I wanted him to do because he was in my FPL. And I was kind of counting on him to push me, push me forward.
About? I think
that's all the games, yeah.
I really want to touch on.
If we didn't touch on your team's game, that's probably because we didn't watch it.
Yeah, I tried as much as possible, but like I said, most of Saturday I was on a flight. I got to England at 8. I was able to watch 75 minutes of the Arsenal game before my flight took off. The other games I tried to watch it in flight, but they didn't allow streaming, so I wasn't really able to. And Peacock was messing up. But the Sunday games, I watched all of them.
I think there was only 2 games we didn't touch, which was Sheffield and Crystal Palace and Bournemouth and West Ham.
Palace,
and Everton and Fulham.
Those
Fulham were probably
boring,
the 3 most boring games
West
this
Ham,
weekend.
No.
West Ham are in trouble, bro. I think for a team that
they're looking to sign Kudus. They're looking to sign a couple other players. If they get those players in, they already got James Ward-Prowse in. They got Edson Alvarez in. I initially was hoping that they would get relegated, but it looks like they might just stay up.
I don't know because they might lose Paqueta too because apparently City wants.
If you pay up 90 M's,
which I think is actually ridiculous.
Why is Man City not spending?
They bought it.
Why is Man City not spending? It's so weird.
What do you mean? Why is Man City not spending?
Like I'm so used to you guys.
Ever since Pep got all his players in and everybody in, we haven't spent that much.
I mean, you've already spent 100 M's this summer anyway. On
one player. You guys have spent like $1 billion in the past 2 windows. Are we
okay.
like the last team to be talking right now is Chelsea? I'm not pocket watching. You know me. I'm an advocate for if you have the money, spend the money. I'll never tell a team to not spend the money. But Man City, like I said, bro, there'll come a time in which Man City spends, and when that time comes, they'll spend. I feel like it's gonna be next season.
Yeah,
because I think the team's gonna need at this rate it's gonna need a rebrand. But
I think we've touched on everything. Next summer, I see you guys going for Wirtz from Leverkusen.
Why?
Florian Wirtz.
Why?
Because you need 8, 10 winger, and he's the only one out there. And a lot of my City,
the only thing we don't have is a winger.
Yeah, but a lot of my City friends keep telling me that's where you guys are going. So
I don't know what. Again, I'm not really plugged in. I don't be following none of that stuff. I just see where the team is going. But where the team is going,
also Jeremy Doku.
I heard
you
that.
But you guys are competing with West Ham. West Ham thinks they can snatch your chain, so I like to see what that happens.
But the whole thing with the 10 thing, I think he's gonna start. He's gonna start playing. What's his name at 10?
Who?
Julian Alvarez. He's gonna start playing Julian Alvarez at 10.
Out for a couple months.
Yeah.
So I'm getting Julian Alvarez in my team and Foden as well.
But he's gonna play Julian Alvarez at 10.
Yeah, but
he's gonna start
playing as a striker, so I'm gonna get him in as my third striker on FPL. I should have never got rid of Foden because I thought KDB was back, but he's out for 3 to 4 months. That means my boy Foden is gonna cook and play every game. Yeah, by the time KDB comes, he might not have a position in the team. That's what I'm saying. He might be tapping bench. Yeah, it's been a great episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Absolutely. We'll catch you later.
One more thing, before I forget. We're going to be doing this Sunday after the games, after church. We're gonna be doing it, but it's gonna be sort of like Zoom like. because I got a couple people want to be on. Shad. But you'll see. You'll see. All right, y'all. Have a good night. It's, 3:57 a.m. We're recording this. That's how much dedication and love we have for this. Thank you. Peace out. Bye.